Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Let's get into it. Before we get started, do not consider this financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. On the channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast and affiliate companies are not liable for any loss and inflicted relates to its content. And then go to lastbuytrading.com. All right, let's see what we got today. What do we got? We're below the water on the 1 minute. This 5 minutes just super choppy. And in a bear cycle on the 30. It'd be nice if they were clean and finish off 79.37. That'd be nice if they just made it clean like that. All right, let's if we get down to 77.37, let's keep an eye on it. It looks like we're in a tight range. I only have from all-time high to 75. It's about 4 points. I only have 4 points accounted for. Yeah, if they finish off 79.37, that'll be nice and clean. All right, let's let the early candles play out. Some engulfing candles here. They want some action today. They want some action. We're going to pay attention to the 77.37. If we get down to 77.37, we're going to pay attention to it. We want to see if the magenta gets us to 78.93, and if the purple gets us to that 77.37. That's what we got to test. So for right now, we probably got to be careful in here, right? Probably got to steer clear in here. Gotta be a little bit more patient. Now, if they do want to retest all-time high, look for it here. So we'll see if they want to do this, or maybe even this, if they want to test all-time high. Yeah, let's be patient. Let's let them tell us. Let's let them tell us what's happening today. If we don't see a clean move like that, like whatever I just drew, like this, or like this, then we're gonna have to worry about something like, hold on. So let's be patient. We're going to see what happens at 78.93 or 77.37. And look, I don't know that this magenta is going to be here. I'm being preemptive, so this is not real, right? Obviously, none of this has happened yet. I'm just giving you an idea of what I'm trying to look for. No reason to have cold feet. There's no setups yet. No reason to have cold feet. We're waiting for, we got to wait for the data. We're not even thinking about entering a play yet. I mean, if you're risky, maybe you have already thought about it if you're risky. Otherwise, we're waiting for the setup. Certain things need to happen first. None of that stuff has happened. We're at the waterline, maybe in that bear cycle. Bear cycle above the water though, and then we're below the water here. Yeah, there's nothing to be nervous about. There's no setup yet. There's been no setup. There's probably one like this. There's probably one here. Yeah. But, I'd be guessing, so I'll leave it off to the side. Let's be patient. Again, inside here, probably not a lot to do, right? So just be patient, just wait. There's no setup yet. This is just a test. I just want to test this. This isn't here. This purple, this magenta, and this blue, not really here. I'm just testing it. So we want to see if this little tiny cup could get us to 78.93, and then we'll be able to, we should have some good data. Otherwise, we're just in chop, right? So we got to throw spaghetti out the wall until something sticks. Once something sticks, then we'll have an idea of what's going on. Inside here, not a lot to do, right? Just be patient, let them figure it out. Sideways chop. Let's see, we are above the water, weak bear. At the water line. Should be in the strong bear cycle here. And then below the water, weak cycle. Remember, if it looks like this, it's not going to be pretty. So like an ideal setup is if we were to like ride this magenta all the way down. Maybe grab some liquidity from here, maybe even here, and then look for the break of this blue. Like this. Something like that would be ideal. You know, I drew this a long time ago, but maybe it's forming up better now with the pretty colors, right? We could probably see a little bit easier now. Inside here, nothing to do. We're gathering data. Yeah, steer clear. They're playing slap face. It'd be nice if they just give us a clean touch of 79.37. It would just be really nice if they can just give us a nice clean touch. All right, we're gonna test our blue. We're gonna test our blue. But again, inside here, probably not a lot to do. Let them figure it out. I think we see the supply and demand right here, clear as day. So we see 1, 2, 3 rejections up here, right? 1, 2, 3. So we see they don't want to budge, but they're willing to buy a higher. One of them's gonna win, right? It's just sideways. There's no reason to get antsy or nervous or think about, is it gonna go call or gonna go put? We'll be prepared, don't worry. Just let this play out. I'm just gonna clean this up. It's hard to tell if they're still respecting this blue or not. It looks like they are. But we could just be supply and demand, and they're just really rejecting top of the lick box. Again, this blue I made up. So I don't know if we don't even know if it's really a thing. I just made it up. We're just testing it. Still in chop. Back at market open. But they are building up some excellent liquidity. Excellent liquidity. Whenever it breaks, whichever direction, doesn't even matter what direction, is going to move. It's going to move. Whenever it breaks, it's going to move. I like the teal. I'm not 100% on the blue. I want to see if there's a battle between teal and blue. We want to see if we got maybe something like this happening. Yeah, let's be patient today. Let's be patient. Nothing wrong with that. We have to be very cautious with our money because we don't want to be a part of exit liquidity. All these people in here, they're exit liquidity. They're taking guesses. Now look, because I don't have this, I don't know about this blue. I think I'm okay with the teal. I'm not a big fan of the blue. I don't know about the blue yet. I want to see if there's a battle between blue and teal. Look, one of them's gonna win, right? One of them's holding off. One of them's like, oh no, I'll buy higher. I'll buy higher. I'll buy higher. One of them's gonna win. All this chop, this is what we like. You don't need to be nervous. It doesn't even matter what direction. We just got to let it happen. So stop trying to guess. Oh, I think it's going to go this way. Oh, I think it's going to go this. Stop trying to guess. It doesn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter. So just let whatever needs to happen happen. We are identifying the data that's right in front of us. Clearly, they don't want to let it pass this, but the buyers are willing to buy higher. They're willing to buy higher. They're willing to buy higher. Someone's going to give up. And this is one of those times where when it does break, this is not one of those where like, well, if I don't get in exactly here, then that means the whole play is done. What it means is, whichever way, it doesn't even matter. You'll probably have time, right? You probably won't be late. Let's look at a higher time frame. They look to be comfortable inside this teal here. If you're not comfortable with the price action, sit out. Sit out and wait for the next setup. We're still testing technically, but you know, one of them has to win. One of them has to win. So if you're not comfortable with this type of price action, you see how volatile it is. You see they're slapping people in the face. So your stops probably have to be very uncomfortable. So wait for it to be obvious. If you took the risk, protect your trade because we're still inside this choppy area, okay? Very choppy price action. Very choppy. All right, so they broke the blue. They're retesting the blue. Now we want to see how they do on the liquidity of the blue. This is choppy. It's choppy in here, right? Gotta be careful. It's gonna be choppy in here. This price action is choppy. It's choppy, Poppy. A lot of slaps in the face here. Come on, get going. Get going. Let's check higher time frame. Below the water, maybe starting that. We're below the water on the 5. Maybe in the bears, weak bear on the 30. Above the water, weak cycle on the 1. Slap fest, yeah. Let's see how we're looking on this teal. Look, just steer clear inside of here. I know I erased it, but steer clear inside here. You gotta let them figure this out. We want to wait for a target. All right, pay attention to this teal, right? Pay attention to this teal right here. On the lick box, we had a break, retest, and fail. We gotta pay attention to this teal right here. Here, I'll put this up again just so we can keep a little reminder. I'll try not to block the view though. Got about 1:30 on the candle. Bottom of the lick box. All right, if you took teal, you need to protect your trade now, okay? All right, we hit the target, protect your trade. We hit 77.37, protect your trade. All right, so let's say you got it wrong up here, right? On blue, you didn't protect when I said, that's fine. If you put your stop below the last low, you would have went from blue or maybe a little bit higher to here. However, from teal to here is where you make either you significantly reduce your loss or you come out a little bit on top. So it's hard to be wrong twice in a row. This is what I'm saying. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. But we also understand that, if you're being extra cautious, we're waiting till 77.37 or 78.93, and we're going to see what happens from here, right? We want to see if we break and retest underneath 77.37. But from teal to the target, now we don't know. So you need to figure out your life here. I told everyone, pay attention to the teal, pay attention to the teal, pay attention to the teal. Yeah, so what happened right here, liquidity grab, stop hunt, and then they broke teal. Yeah, they have the hard line in the sand right here. They're like, no way. We're not going to touch high a day or all-time high. Not right now. Now we just have to hope that they disrespect the blue here and then grab liquidity from underneath the blue and continue. But if they stay inside blue, it's probably going to be ugly. All right, here's second bite at the apple at 37 or 77.37. So another chance to figure out your life here. So from teal, 77 or 78.05. See if we can get a point out of it. Okay. I tried to warn everyone. Teal, teal, teal. Pay attention to teal. Pay attention to teal. Right? Because we're just in the teal. We didn't really need anything else. Now we're trying to see how much money we can get out of it. So look, even if you got stopped out here. Let's say you got stopped out here. You bought on blue. You put your stop below the last low. We're prepared for teal. Teal. Look at the money. Look at the money. Look at the money we just printed. Easy money. I told everyone. Teal, 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 teal. Right? All right. All righty. You need to start adjusting your stops. We want to see how they react at the 77.37. Let's see if the week cycle keeps us under, what do you call it? Under the lick box. I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Rejection under 77. There we go. Start to adjust your stops. Protect your trade. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is over a point now, right? This is good money. Even if you got it wrong up here, it's damn near impossible to get it wrong twice in a row. I identified the perfect entry. I repeated teal, 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 teal. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. There's nothing more I can do, right? We'll be all right. Don't worry. If you're looking for the break and retest underneath 77.37, here it is. We're going to put one here, and we're going to put one here. Oh, okay, yeah, we're testing this level here on the 5, so it might be violent here. 76.83. Protect your trade. Here's a key level right here. 76.83. Protect your trade on the 5. It went exactly to the level, so. Look, even if you got it wrong here, you can't be wrong twice in a row. Here's the proof. If you get it wrong here, no big deal. We know where to catch it. We know where the money is. Now when I'm telling you, it's okay to take the risk as long as we have time. As long as we have time, then we know where the money is. Does everyone understand now what I'm trying to say when I say that? Protect your trade. Protect your trade. Or adjust your stops. I'm sorry. Adjust your stops. We have 76.63 on the menu. If you waited until the safety underneath 77.37, protect your trade. Take your money. Do whatever you're going to do. You don't have to be the hero. The legs are about to close. This is a nice little win. If they weak cycle to 77.37, then we'll pay attention. I'm going to clean this up a bit. So here's what we got. Here, this is just going to be for Discord. Just for the Discord. Everybody else, stand by. Ready? Discord, listen up. Here are the setups. Look, one of these is going to happen. It's going to happen, right? This is one of those times where I'm telling you, it has to work out like this. It simply has to. All right, look. This is a thing on your 5-minute chart, which means that, I mean, technically I should let this play out. So we're saying from here, as it is right now, right? Which means that we could look for this and then this. I still like this blue. We'll give it secondary lick right here. Okay, that kind of adds up. That makes sense. Pay more attention to secondary lick, okay? Which means there should be a 50-50 right here. Now we've identified the teal, right? So if they want to have a strong move is going to look like this. Okay, all the setups are on the screen. You don't need to think anymore. You don't need to think anymore. I'm telling you. One of those things must happen. Because if not, then look. Then look. If not, then look. Then this. Right? So either way, now you know. Now you know. Let me know if you have any questions. Look, if you're the risky type and you're playing and you decided to play around in here, there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. I get it. Sometimes you just want to play your luck. However, it's very hard to be wrong twice in a row. So it's okay if you got it wrong in here. It's fine. We know where the money is. This is what I'm saying. We know where the money is. This probably, honestly, this probably would have caught me. This probably would have caught me. I mean, but I would have put a very tight stop, but it would have caught me off guard, that's for sure. So when I'm telling you, protect your trade, now you see why. Now you see why. You can't just let it go forever, right? Especially if we're in chop. If we're in chop, you got to protect as soon as possible. If you need to get back in, you can always get back in. Because chances are, if you got stopped out, you can get back in at a better price, right? Now, I'm telling you, whatever is drawn on your 5-minute chart, it is going to happen. Okay? How it gets there, when we get there, we don't know that. And how you play it, this is on you. There's nothing I can do, but I'm telling you. And now you know where the risk is. Now you know where the entries are. You got it all figured out now. What I should do, I'll mark out low a day really quick. Let me go back and we'll talk about it again. Yeah, I wanted to do a little bit more work on this. I'm going to do a little bit more work on this one. Not that. Let's do this. Let's do this right here. Damn. I kind of want to use... I'm going to switch it up just a little bit, just for some safety. Let's get underneath the actual 5-minute liquidity box. You guys see it? Let's wait till it. Let's use the 5-minute lick box right here. If there's strong continuation, then we'll see if this teal holds up. But your best bet from here, you know what? We'll leave it here. We'll just leave it here. This would make sense. The only thing we have to worry about is a stop hunt. Buying at the bottom, not ideal. Wait for the retracement, right? wait for the retracement, and then put a tight stop. If it goes in your favor, great. If not, put a tight stop, and then we'll get it on the other side. Does everyone understand? But it looks like this is in charge for right now. This magenta might be in charge for right now. And look, if you made money on the break of teal, call it a day. You don't need to sit here and do this all day. Go enjoy your weekend. So we probably need to let them figure out what's going on in here first, right? So this is going to be very telling for us. This is going to be telling. So here's our probabilities. Here's our probabilities. Ready? Watch. Secret room. Join the Discord if you want the answers to the test. All right, look. Here's our probabilities. If we break this right here, then now we have a shot to build some liquidity up this for a good retest of low a day, retest a low a day, retest a low a day. Okay. If we stay inside here, then it's going to be hard to catch it, right? Because you don't want to buy a put at the bottom. So you're going to have to wait for the retest and the reject. Okay. This is what it is. Does everyone understand? All right, cool. Because we see the channel that has the strength. We see the channel that has the strength now, right? We see the channel that has the strength. So if that changes, there's going to be one or two things, right? If they lose the strength, they're going to need to build some more, or done for the day. That's it. You don't need to think anymore. You don't need to think anymore. And that's for the information that we have right now. You understand? That's just for the information we have right now. And we really need to start, understand we're day trading, right? So you need to get in and get out, get the money. If it goes more, great. Otherwise, holding for hours and hours and hours, probably not ideal. Probably not ideal. Get the leg, cool. If we can get a kneecap on top of it, even better. Even better. So look, we see who has the strength. Now we just need to make sure it all makes sense, right? Below the water, weak cycle maybe. Below the water, still in the cycle. And about to test water line. Got some room on that 30. Let's take a look. Well, I'll take a look. You guys pay attention to what you're doing. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to do some research. All right, we're maybe playing out one of the trading plans, right? So take a look at your trading plans. Take a look at your trading plans. Now's the time to start doing this. Now's the time to start looking at your trading plans and understanding why the setup that I drew, why it makes sense. You're going to see, look at the trading plan, you're going to see why everything makes sense. Because in order for there to be continuation, a certain trading plan has to happen, right? Okay, yeah, this is... All right, so we're in between like two. We're in between like two of them right now. Or maybe three, We might be between three. And if you're new, take your time. Take your time. If you have questions, ask the questions. It's not, don't be afraid to ask questions. The hard part is understanding what the hell I'm talking about, right? So for example, you may not have known that teal was the put entry. It's going to take you time. You need to go through the lessons. I recommend over the weekend, go over those lessons so you understand what I'm talking about. You understand what a lick box is. You understand the risk to reward. You can understand all of these things. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's going to take you time, but we do all right. We do okay. And as long as you're okay with getting something, right? If you think we're going to hit a home run on every goddamn play, this is not realistic. This is not realistic. You're not a real person. But I don't think I could be any more clear than when I said, pay attention to this teal. Pay attention to the teal. We're fighting between teal and blue. Secondary liquidity form, fine, whatever. But teal was the thing. I was very clear about it. So that magenta still has the strength, right? Still has the strength. So when that changes, now we know what to look out for. Until that changes, there's no reason to be nervous or try to guess or this or, you know what I mean? There's no reason for that. We're beyond that point. Now we have the data we need. You don't need to think anymore. You're either waiting for the setup or you're not going to wait for the setup, or you're trying to scalp your way to victory. I'm not sure what you got going on, but whatever I drew on that 5-minute chart, and if you don't know how to access the charts, over to the left, there's a channel link that says charts. Click on it. Open up the 30, the 5, and the 1-minute chart so you can follow along if you're new. Go to the left. You can manipulate the charts yourself. The only thing you can't do is alter them. So from this point here, you don't need to think. Everything I'm saying is going to happen. It can only be like this, right? It has to be like this. Because if not, then we know we're just in the chop, right? We know we're just in chop. And if it chops for the rest of the day, then so be it. Then we're not interested. We made our money on teal, easy money. So once that, once we change one of those factors, right? Meaning magenta has the strength. Once that changes, now you know what to look out for. Now you know what the setup is. Oh, okay. So-and-so, we broke this thing. Now I know what I got to look out for. Or if you're in the play, then you know where the strength is. And maybe you should know what's maybe a good idea to take profit, right? If you got in at the right time, if you got in on the teal, You should be trailing along magenta. All this is in the lessons, by the way. Or if you're willing to hold through a couple cycles, then you're willing to hold through the couple cycles, right? But you need to figure out your risk tolerance. Just don't let it go against you. If you got in on teal, when I was saying pay attention to teal over and over and over, you know, you should be fine. You have plenty of space here. Plenty of space. And at this point, you got to keep in mind, we're in between two trading plans, right? If you don't know what the trading plans are, go to in the Discord, go all the way to the left, scroll all the way down to the bottom, click on trading plans, and you'll see. You'll see that none of this that's happening right here, right now, is a surprise. None of this is a surprise. They didn't want to give us a clean touch of, what was it? 79.37. It would have been nice if it would have been clean. They didn't want to do that, right? All right, that magenta still has the strength, right? Still has the strength. You might get a second bite at the apple. There you go, Ghost. There you go. So for each of the trading plans, or you know, whichever one that we're in, do you see how we identified how we're going to get from one to the other? Do you see how we identified it? So we used the teal to get to where we needed to get to. Now we're here. Now we're here, right? Now we got to figure it out. We're going to find out. We're about to find out. Now, if you took the, what is this? The teal, and magenta's still strong, you might want to start protecting your trade a little bit. Start protecting the trade. Look, we already identified who had the strength, right? We already identified who had the strength. Chenko, how you feeling? How you feeling? All this is in the lessons, right? Everything that's happening right now, as far as the entry and exits, this is all in the lesson. All this is in the lesson. Here goes second bite at the apple. All right, watch. We love puts. I feel amazing. There you go, brother. So when I was just giving that whole look who has the strength, I was talking to you because you're the only one letting me know what's going on. I was trying to tell you, calm down a little bit. If you're gonna take profit, fine, but at least let the damn thing happen, right? Or else you're never gonna know. You're never gonna know if you don't let the damn thing happen. We identified all the information. We identified it. Now at least you're getting, your second, third bite at the apple. We identified everything. And if you're having, if you don't understand what I'm saying, this takes time. It takes a little bit of time, but once it'll come in waves, right? Little chunk by chunk, and then you'll start associating the things that I'm saying with the price action that you're seeing. So that association, and you're gonna probably think it's probably way more complicated, but it's not. It's not. It's all about your risk tolerance. It's all about your risk tolerance is what it is. It's all about how much the red candle scares you out. It's all about how much you move your stop loss and stop yourself out. That's what it is. This is why I went over to the 5 minute. I said, wait, let me do a little bit more work to explain what's happening here, right? The strength is here. This is the strength. Until that changes, there's nothing to think about. You understand how you get it now? Do you see it playing out in real life? Until that happens, there's nothing to think about. This is the thing. Stop trying to think ahead. Don't think ahead of me, because I can't think ahead of what the information is. So there's no reason to say, oh, but there's some red candles here or green candles, whatever it is. The information's in front of us. We don't need to think anymore. Very clear, very clearly. I told you, one of those things has to happen because we have the data. Now we got the data we needed. And as long as you understand that this is a time thing, right? The contracts have delta, theta. This is the time thing. How long are you going to sit in the box with the spiders crawling on your face? That's what this is a measure of. You have the data in front of you. But when that spider crawls across your face, how are you going to react? That's the question. I'm here. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. Now we know how to identify the weakness. Now we know how to identify the weakness, right? I'm here. I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit. Damn, the 5. That's the 5's at 74.16. Where are we at? 76. Is that really too? Why do these 2 points look so far away? Damn. 76 to 74. I think it's reasonable. It's definitely possible. But that's not your question. Let me see. Visualize the money we're printing. Chill, Chenko. What the hell? Chill. He's saying that now. Watch. Gonna be a big green candle pop up, and we're gonna call them porcelain hands. Toilet paper hands. 1 ply. Well, here's the thing, right? What if that never happens? What if that never happens? And then what? You're just gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna let it go against me. We got to be happy with collecting something. We're day trading now, man. You can't just like, yeah, but we're day trading. Sensei says Friday's close green 9.9 times out of 10. Sensei says y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. All right, start to pay attention now, right? Start to pay attention now. Yeah, pay attention. This could be the point one. He gave himself a way out. Now this is the time thing, okay? This is the time thing now. This next 5-minute candles should be very telling. Should be very telling, this next 5-minute candle. We'll see if we can get back inside this magenta or not. All right, now we need to start using the 5 and the 1 minute chart at the same time. Let them figure this out. What we're trying to figure out here is this our mini pattern like this, or was this the liquidity grab to head up like this? We don't know yet. So it looks like this blue is, yeah, look at the blue. I forgot who asked me, but look at the blue. So this blue looks pretty solid. Let's pay attention to this 5 minute candle, right? Let's see if we get back inside of the magenta. We just went over this. Just be patient. We don't need to guess. We don't need to guess. Look at the money. We had a good day, right? We had a good day, right? Very good day. Very good day. Very good day. So look, if you took this teal, you need to protect this trade. You need to protect this trade. This is 76. This is over half a point. You need to protect this trade if you took the teal. Okay? Easy money. Easy money. Someone called it too. Who called it? Someone said it. Driver, the setups are on the screen on your 5 minute chart. Use your 5 minute chart. Damn, someone said we're breaking teal on the 5. Who said it? Oh, Chenko did. Chenko did. Just protect your trade, right? Here's the teal. I told you where the next setup was, right? A little risky, but it is what it is. We're going to use the teal, right? We're using the teal. Here's the money. Protect your trade. Remember, we're day trading. We're day trading. Get in and get out. Collect the money. You don't have to sit here all day and hold trades and try to be diamond hands or whatever you guys call it, or puppy dog paws, or I don't know what you guys call it. Some of you go to weird websites. I don't know if you guys ever seen Jones's search history before, but it's wild. It's wild. Damn it, driver. DC says DC says that Jones's search history is nuts. Like wall to wall. Just that's all you see is like, oh my goodness. And it's so zoomed in. When you first look at it, it just looks like a wrinkly bowling ball bag. And then when you zoom out, you're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's Jones for you. His internet search history is very odd. All right, let's say we took teal at 77. That was a good move. That's a good move. Teal, from teal to what do you call it? This is a good move. That's easy money. That's easy money right here. And I told you, be patient. This next candle right here is going to let us know if we're staying inside. You got to be patient. Uh, 76, what is this? 76.63. Another major level, I think. Yeah, we went over this one. I'm pretty sure we went over this in pre-market. This is a major level right here. This is a major level. So if we chop around here for a bit, that wouldn't be unheard of. That would be reasonable. Look, we also broke, look, Shadow Realm right here. See the Shadow Realm? We broke the teal on the 30. He said, never let your kids play on his phone. Oh, man. That's funny. He said, never let your kids play on his phone. Yeah, we're currently still in the play, right? We're still in the last play. We're still in break a teal. If you wanted to get a little something, a little scalp, this other break a teal right here. So we're still in teal because we're still respecting the magenta. Or excuse me, we're still in magenta because we're taking the break of the teal. On the 1 minute, and this is why I tell you all to use the 5 minute chart, right? The 1 minute, that's just for everybody else. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. Look at the money. Look at the money. From teal, right? I told everyone, from teal. It doesn't matter where. If they want to continue in this trend, teal, right? We just went over it. Look at the money we just printed. Look at the money we just printed. Easy. Now look, whatever's happening now, what you don't realize, you're like, oh, well, it's all working out now, yada, yada, yada. It's always gonna work like this. Always. So now you understand. If you're sitting here and you're watching this and you're paying attention, now you see what I'm talking about. There's no reason to try to guess. Oh, I think it may go up from here. Why are you trying to guess? Stop it. Stop trying to guess. There's no reason for that. Now watch out, right? Because I have this flexion right here. So let's see. I'm not saying that my flexion points have to be exact or nothing. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, right? I don't know that. I just so happen to have a flexion point here. I'm just saying I don't know that to be a thing. But if you took this teal, maybe it's time to start tightening up that stop. That's what I am saying. Maybe it's time to start tightening up that stop. This magenta still in charge. All right. But what I'm trying to say is, when I'm trying to tell you, stop guessing. You don't need to guess. You don't need to be nervous about, well, is it going to go up or down? Is it going to go up or down? Well, I see green candle. Once you get the data, then you just need to allow the time to play out. We got the data. We don't need to think anymore. It had to be one or the other, right? And considering we were still inside the magenta and we broke the teal, this is our best bet. If it doesn't work, oh well, right? You're not going to win them all, but we know where the money would be on the other side. Then we know where the money is. If we get chopped up, that just means that we know how to find where the money is, because it's very hard to be wrong twice in a row. I'm going to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over. Very hard to be wrong twice in a row. Not when I'm already telling you what's going to happen before it happens. It's just very hard. When I have it drawn out, clear as day, with color-coded entries and everything, it's very hard. Yo, where's that 5 at? Dang, it's looking. May take a minute to get there, but it's on the realm of possibility. The only thing is, you know, this 7680. This has been a thing for us, right? We need to watch out for 70. What is this? 7548. If we get down there, we don't know, because this should form a big ass lick box here. This should form a big lick box. If it just one candle break and retest. You know what I would like to see is something like this. All right, maybe form a lick box here. This would be ideal to me. If they just do something like this and boom, this is a strong move. However, I did draw the flexion point right here. Just saying. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna see what happens on the magenta, right? Because the magenta has the strength. You don't need to think anymore. Stop thinking too much. And we can't be greedy. We can't be greedy. We're going to take our money and be happy with something. If they do some kind of crazy move where it looks like it wants to shoot up and then they form a big wick and shoots back down, what are you going to do? Cry? No, this is our business. We're going to come back Monday, fresh, ready to work. We're going to build that account little by little. Don't even worry. Look, once we get the data, I'm telling you, this gets much easier. The only thing that's messing you up is the candles that you keep convincing yourself, oh, it's going to go up. Oh, no, it's going to go down. Or you keep trying to make a bet internally in your own head. And then when the candles do opposite of what you're thinking, then you get nervous. How about this? Stop trying to guess where it's going. Stop it. Let me do the heavy lifting. You don't need to think too much. And if it doesn't work in one direction, believe me, I have the record to prove it. The other way will work. We just need time in the day. That's it. That's it. This is mathematically proven. So if you think something else, I don't know what to tell you. And if it hasn't happened, give it time. Don't have a weird expectation of yourself. Oh, but I joined this Discord where he's drawing these goddamn things and sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't, yada, yada, yada. It's only been 4 days. Stop it. You're not a real person. Give yourself time. It's worth it. It'll be worth it. It took Jones a little bit of time. Chenko a little bit of time. But it'd be worth it. And now, you know, Chenko's, he's very, very, what is it? Verbal. He's very verbal. So he lets us all know his wins, losses. He lets everybody know. He has no shame in the game. Open kimono. Close it up. But that's just how I'm able to see how he's doing. And I can tell you, he's a lot more consistent and a lot less risky. Or if he is risky, he knows what, cut it off. Cut it off small. That's what she said. But she said he's putting tighter stops, whatever it is. I see the improvement. DC took DC, but DC's already an OG. So. Yeah, I know. I could have, yeah, because I have very little risk tolerance. Look at this. Look at this. We know who has the strength, right? We know who has the strength. We know who has the strength, right? Goodness gracious. Where's that 5 at? Oh, man. It's going to keep trending down as we get closer. It's going to need to move quick. Look at the money we printed today. Off of what? Teal. Remember, I told everyone, teal. Now you see what I'm talking about. It's all happening right in front of your face. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. He said, "Oh no, I'm sick. Oh no, I'm sick." Yeah, take your time and learn. There's no rush. Take your time and learn. Because this isn't something, here's the thing about especially day trading. You have to learn how to be uncomfortable. Once you realize, like, hey, look, I'm in the trade. I'm waiting for this certain thing, and you put it in your mind, like, this is what I'm waiting for. Whether the candles go up or down, it doesn't matter. I'm waiting for this thing. So it could be either to stop you out or to get to where you're comfortable taking profit or moving your stop loss while you're ahead, right? Or maybe break even, whatever it is. But until you get to that point in your mind where you're like, I don't care red or green candles. I'm waiting until this thing happens. It doesn't matter in between. Once you get there, then you'll start to see the consistency. If you're taking trades and within 2 or 3 minutes, you're already moving your stop loss, you're probably messing up. Because the plays aren't 2 or 3 minutes, I can tell you that right now. We got 6.5 hours in a day. It takes about an hour and a half to set up one. It takes 45 minutes for that to at least maybe get to take profit or to stop you out. And then it takes another hour to set up the next one. There's only 2 or 3 trades in a day. Look at the money we just printed. I told everyone, teal, right? Teal. Look at the money we just printed. Woo! Still in magenta. I've been telling. Don't worry, this takes time, okay? This takes time. All right, look, I want to point something out. Really quick. I told everyone when we got to 76.80 or a little bit above, I was like, look, we're in between 2 trading plans, right? We're in between 2. We would know when the other one was going to happen. How would we know? Because of this right here. Because of this. That's how we know the other one's going to happen. You know how we knew this one was going to happen? Because of this right here. You understand now? Does everyone see it? There you go, Cruz. Thank you. Good job, Cruz. Good job. Wait, what? Maybe I didn't read that right. What'd you write? Yeah, I'm glad I held that break off. It's all right, Dub. We do this every day. For some reason, everyone thinks it's different than any other day. 771. Yerp 5 says 771 incoming. The market sometimes. 771. Damn, you're predicting oh, to the 5. That's what you're predicting? Oh, okay. So, my thing is everyone understanding how the trading plans are working? Like, does everyone understand like what's happening? Or how to use the trading plans? How this was very simple, very easy. How we knew it had to be one or the other, right? So look, I'm going to share the screen with everyone. I'm going to share the screen so everyone knows what I'm talking about, that I'm not just talking shit. All right, go into the Discord. We go to trading plans. I told everyone we're in between two. One of the members called it. We want to see maybe some support, a retrace, and continuation. Let's look what happened in real life. We see on the 10 o'clock candle the support, the retrace with the wick, and then the continuation. So when I told everyone we're in between two, we're gonna find out one or the other. It had to be, if it was gonna be the other, it had to be blue. It simply had to be. So before the market opened, we already knew what needed to happen. However, don't get complacent, right? Because there's another trading plan that we could apply here, and it should be coming up shortly. So you might want to start to move your stop loss to this level. So look at the shallow and the deep cup and handle. So don't get overzealous. Don't let YERP 5 get in your head. We still got to be, this is a business. We're going to run it as such, and we're going to do risk assessment, risk management. I put the lick box here. I put the lick box. I told everyone it was either going to be this or this. Once this happened, we had to know. We had to know. Now pay attention. We're coming up to that. Other scenario. So if you're gonna take profit, take profit. Or we're coming up to that other scenario. Is all I'm saying. And look what happened to the magenta here. Good job. Good job, Ghost. Good job, Ghost. And I think that's a reasonable risk, if I'm being honest. Even if it does go down, I know you're going to feel bad, but even if it does go down, that's a reasonable risk because we're coming up to the other, what do you call it? Reasonable risk. If you need to get back in, we'll identify it. We will identify it. But here's another thing, Ghost. You made money. Maybe call it a day. I'm just saying. Maybe call it a day. There you go. This is the only way to build. This is the only way to build. I mean, you're grown. You're going to do whatever you want to do. But in my opinion, let's see where this candle closes on this 5-minute chart. Let's see where this candle closes. Let's see if it stays inside. What is this? This magenta here, if it pushes outside. Now, Ghost, I got a question for you. I don't want to put you on the spot, but we don't talk otherwise. You don't call me anymore. But anyways. Wait. Yeah, there you are. I know you're coming from another community. Do you find it easier? Is it getting easier for you here? Is it making more sense now? Okay. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, brother. And I appreciate your honesty. You can be honest with me, because if it's not, I can improve. But I appreciate it. It's a lot less confusing when you don't have when it's just straight up, right? We take a risk or not, put a tight stop, we get it wrong, we know where to get the money in the other side. No big deal. Very simple. We don't need to think too hard. That's what it boils down to. You're going to follow a strategy or not. If you're trying to do something else, if you're going to let indicators or whatever, or I don't even know what, YouTube influencers, I don't know who the shit. If you're letting all this other shit get in your mind, your judgment's going to be cloudy. But I'm glad you gave it a shot. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. Yeah. More explanation. Yeah. All right, good. That's why, when people try to compare me to anybody else, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. Of course there's going to be overlap, right? Because we're all doing the same goddamn thing. Day trading SPY. All right, cool story. Coke or Pepsi. But there's no comparison. Maybe so this is getting oversold now, right? If they're going to continue in oversold, we need to stay inside this magenta here. We just got to be patient. It looks like it closed like right on it, so it's not very. Now we got to be patient, right? Now, same thing. So let me get this out of the way. Let's see if we could. Discord only. Join the Discord if you give a shit about your life. If not, stay over there. No one cares. Change the channel. You don't want to make money. All right, look. Here we go. Let me explain it to you. So that other trading plan, here's the possibility. It's going to happen if we do... Hold on. Let me clear this up. If we do this right here. Number one. We got to watch out right here, okay? It's going to be hectic right here, which means, and I believe they changed up the algo, so I don't think we can use the teal anymore. I don't think we can use the teal, but this is all we got right now, so we're going to use it for right now, but I don't think we can use the teal. I believe it's something more like, it should be like this, something like this right here. And look, I guessed the blue. That was a good guess. That was just a guess. I literally didn't know. I just got lucky there, right? So we don't want to go off luck. So this other one, this purple, also a guess. I don't know, but I believe they're probably going to change up the algorithm. We'll know if we get above, if we get back into this lick box, then we'll know. So until then, we're at the mercy of probably this purple, the one that I'm making up, that I don't know it to be true. It's probably right here. We're at the mercy of this. So this close on this 5 is like right on it. So we'll see if this one gets back inside, or if we can get back inside of the magenta. Maybe they're going to form a secondary liquidity. We got to be patient here. Oh, wait. I have another lick box here already. I just realized that. Let's use this lick box. Let's use this lick box that's already right here in front of us. I'm going to clean up the chart. You need to start thinking about adjusting your stops here. You need to start thinking about adjusting your stops. I'm not saying to stop yourself out. I'm saying to adjust. We're in between two trading plans. Okay? We're in between two trading plans. If you took profit, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to take your money and leave for the day. Take your money and leave for the day. Don't sit here and do this all day. Or if you miss out on some plays and now you feel FOMO, like, oh man, I'm going to get the next one. I'm going to get the next one. This is not, I mean, I get it, fine. But I think your mental state's probably messed up by now. And you're going to allow every little wick or every little red or green candle is going to really affect you in a way that it shouldn't. I'm just saying. So it has to be something like this. It has to be something like this. And then, you know, we can only ask for HOD. I'm going to mark this with a 2. I'm just highlighting it to let you know HOD. So we'll see if there's a super lick right here. It's probably like this. We'll see if there's a super lick right here. We want to see some action in here, right? Somewhere in here we want to see some action. So let this play out. Risk to reward from, again, I don't know that this purple's here, but maybe. Risk to reward from purple to low a day, from purple to bottom lick box right here. Okay, this is all we could ask for. This is all we could ask for, because we could just be doing continuation until the actually. Oh wait, this lick box is the start of, okay. Look, the lick box on the 30, my bad. My eyes are, this lick box on the 30 is the bigger cup. So that's what we got to watch out for. My bad. My eyes are bad. This bottom lick box is the bigger cup. That's what we have to watch out for. Oh man, my eyes are bad. I just completely glossed over it. So we're in the range here. So we are in the range. We are in the range. Meaning if lick box is 75.41. So okay, we're almost there. We're literally almost there. Oh, 75. Okay, right here. Look, see this line right here? It's right here on the 1. Oh, it's right here on the 5. All right, never mind. I don't even know why this is. I'm acting like it's a surprise. I already had the lick box here from this morning. Man, I'm crazy. I already had the lick box here from this morning. I'm absolutely insane. It's been here all morning. and I'm acting like it's brand new. My bad. This lick box and this lick box, the only two, they've been here all morning. I'm acting like it's brand new, and I literally put it here a long time ago. Okay, so remember, whenever it happens, I'll draw it back. You know, we're gonna adjust with the data, right? We're gonna adjust with the data. We're gonna see if this secondary lick is gonna get us there. Yeah, we're gonna see if this secondary lick is gonna get us there. Maybe starting the strong cycle here. Man, I'm so blind. I can't believe I just completely ignored my own goddamn charts. I don't know what I was thinking about. The answer was like literally already here, and I'm acting like I'm reading a brand new book. Like, oh wow, look how interesting this is. Oh my god, it's already here. This is so convenient. The plot thickens. It was my own chart. That's how you know you're getting Alzheimer's really soon. I'm really close to Alzheimer's. Any day now, I'm going to be on my phone calling people like, you know where I left my phone? Where did I leave my phone at? Cruz has been trying to tell me, stop making an idiot out of yourself, buddy. Stop. You don't have to do this. And I just been going on a rant. Stop making an idiot out of yourself. He tried so hard to pull me back off the ledge. I was like, nope, I think I just found Narnia. I have reinvented the wheel. Look at me now. My bad, Cruz. At least you know I'm working. At least you guys know. At least you know I'm working. I'm constantly thinking. Constantly doing the thing. Ah, super lick. Okay. Okay. It looks like they may still be respecting teal. Okay. So they're still respecting teal. You know what? Let me get rid of this so we don't. They're still respecting the teal. I think super lick is actually a thing. I'm just going off the data. It looks like super lick's a thing. Still respecting teal. All right, I'm gonna let this play out for a little bit. I'm gonna come back and draw up some plays for you all. Let this play out. We need to get data, right? Now we need to get data. So from this point here, we're gonna get the data we need. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna draw up some plays. Whatever I'm gonna draw, it is going to happen. Now, if you hang out and you wanna wait for it, let it happen. Don't try to get ahead of it like, oh, There goes, well, I think it's going to do this. Let me jump in before, because I'm already going to think about the liquidity wall right in front of you that you're going to run into. So if you're going to sit around and wait till end of day to play the game, you got to let it happen. You got to let the thing happen first. And don't worry, you're not going to be late. As long as we have time, you know, if it's after 14:30, because I got to get out of here soon, okay? If it's after 14:30, we got to have movement. If we're like constantly stuck in a lick box for a long time, that's not going to be pretty. So let's let teal do whatever it needs to do. We're going to let this lick box do what it needs to do. And then we're going to keep an eye on 41. We're going to keep an eye on 41 for whatever reason. Now, we haven't had any green candles at all. So, a green candle here, maybe if they want to retest 76.80, that's reasonable, right? It doesn't mean it's only going to be red candles. We could have a green candle. We could have a doji. A doji would probably mean we're just in a lick box, right? We're just in a lick box. And the lick box just might look something like this. Just might. Hold on, now I gotta pay attention. All right, I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. I'll be right back. They're forming a new one. Let's be patient and watch out for it. Or I'll identify it. I already think I know. I'm pretty sure I know. We'll let it play. I don't want to guess. We'll let it play. This 30 still has some room, right? It hasn't showed any weakness yet. We're just above the water, so we have to be careful. But the 30 still has room, no weakness. There's no weakness in the 30. Forming this lick box, normal, right? We expect them, we want them to form the lick box. We want them to do this right here. I mean, it would have been better a little bit lower, but about here, this is pretty much, this is ideal. It should give us a better way to look for continuation or a deeper pullback, right? So be patient. I'm going to be here off to the side. I'm still here. I'm just going to be off to the side a little bit, but I'm going to check in. But I have to get out of here soon. So I'm going to stay and give as much data or collect as much data as possible so I can set everybody up for the next play. But let me step away for a little bit and I'll be right back. All right, really quick. Watch this. Whoops. This could be actually, it would be clean if it was like, if this took all this time and did this would be clean. And then here, we're gonna look, where is it, 45? Yeah, we gotta look for this up here. So not only is it gonna be a break of this, but we need to do this right here. So it's a little bit off, but it probably needs to be whatever I have here. I'm not saying when it's going to happen, but I'm just trying to be a little more, trying to exaggerate a little bit just so you understand what I'm saying. This lick box probably has some power in it. It probably has some stuff in it, right? They changed the algo, so it's not, I can tell you right now, it's not teal. It's not teal. It's probably that purple that I had before, but I you know, I don't want to like guess and then leave you all to your own devices and everyone's, and then without being able to correct it if I needed to. Look, on the blue, I got lucky. I got lucky on the blue, but I don't want to rely on luck. And we know that the blue's a thing because look, you know what we can see? Look at this. Right there. So we know blue's an actual thing. This will, here, let me do it how I normally would do it. Let me just do it how I normally would do it. And then like this is still optimal, right? Risky, optimal. So I'm going to put the 50-50 here. And remember, I don't know when this is going to happen, right? I don't know when. You need to pay attention to the price. So at certain levels, look at the price, not the path. Look at the price at whatever the shit is. Look at the price. Does everyone understand what I'm saying? Driver can't see any, can't hear on. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Some of you can hear me? Okay. Driver, I think that's well, if he can't hear me, then he can't see anything and he can't hear. All right, you sound like you got some problems here, driver. You might need to reset, refresh. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. Look, the Super Lick, it's holding up, right? Super Lick's holding up, right? We already identified this. You don't need to think too hard. Super Lick is holding up. So this is what we wanted. You see how the market does exactly what we want before? it does whatever the shit I'm going to draw is going to do. I'm telling you. It has to do it. It has to do it. Just like that. Well, it has to do it. You'll see. But anyways. Like, this is not an accident. But whatever. Just listen to what I'm saying. Damn, now I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it. You know what? Driver messed me up. VHS quality. Quality video. Oh, man. You guys. All right, you got some clowns in the circus today. Y'all was gonna say something and you guys messed me up and I completely forgot what I was gonna talk about. Completely forgot what I was gonna talk about. So here's what we have to worry about here, right? I blocked the whole thing for no reason. I don't know why I'm stuck on this, but I'm pretty sure it's here, dude. I'm pretty sure it's it. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like this. All right, let's use the purple instead, okay? Let's use the purple instead. Why does my stream keep messing up? What the Oh wait, maybe it's me. It says it's got a good connection. All right, allow super lick to do what it's gonna do. Look for good movement inside here. Make sure it all makes sense, right? All this has to make sense. So make sure, like, you know, oh, okay, the water. Look at the weakness right on top of, at the zero, at the water line, right? Now we see the weakness coming in. So now we know that this super lick right here is going to be one of two things. It's either going to be the continuation or possibly that cup, right? Might be that cup, right? We'll see. We're going to see. We're going to find out. So this is why you're patient. You need to allow this to do what it needs to do so we can get an idea. So we can put the odds in our favor. Because I'm telling you, one of these things is going to happen. It simply is, right? It's going to happen. So you don't need to think too hard. All right, I'm going to step aside for a little bit and I'll be right back. And then, yeah, this is it. So if you're on YouTube, you got lucky, go ahead and take a screenshot. But this is what it is. I'm going to be right back and I'm going to close out the day. Oh, wait, let me at least put the winners. Just so I can remember. All right. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Discord, use your 5-minute chart, okay? I'm going to leave it on the 1 minute for YouTube. Okay, let's pay attention really quick. Let's absorb everything that just happened. Let's absorb everything that just happened. I'm gonna backtrack just a bit. Let me look in the Discord. All right, here we go. Watch. This is gonna be 12:17. I'm gonna share the screen with everyone. Screen share. In the Discord. This is 9. Wait, what the hell? Oh, right here. Sorry. 9:17 Pacific Standard. We're almost to the first flexion. Protect or prepare. What are we preparing for? If the flexion heads down, right? So let's look at it. Look at the price. It went exactly to where? The flexion point right here that I drew. This same exact level. This is precision, right? And it went to where? The bottom of the lick box. This is all we can ask for. This is why this is shallow. If we get past this, great. Great. If we get past it, great. But you understand how I told everyone, prepare. We're at the first flexion. This is where you need to start preparing. It rejected the super lick. So we just know we're still in here. If you wanted to get a shot at a put, it's right here. This is your best bet. You understand? Does everyone see how that worked out, or is it not making any sense yet, or if you have any questions, now's the time. Now's the time. There you go. And all we can ask for is the lick box, right? Because we know where the super lick is. Boom, we already know. This is not an accident. None of this is an accident. This is all we could ask for right here. And look at, I just told everyone, what time? 9. At the 17th, whenever I told everyone, prepare. Either you're going to protect if you're going this way, or prepare for this. This is stated, written clearly. From here to here. You know, I drew a little bit past. You know, I couldn't, my bad, I got bad eyes. I couldn't eyeball from here to here. But all we could ask for is up till here. So you needed to get in here. If you're going to take the risk, you prepared for the put here. Exactly at the flexion point when I told everyone, prepare. Either you're going to protect your trade on this way and you're going to hope that it keeps going up, or you're going to prepare for the flexion point, first flexion right here. You understand? So if there's something else I need to do, and if you're new, you need to say it now. Don't wait till after the fact. Say it now. Instead of trying to figure out flaws with the system, figure out how this can work for you. What do I need to do? How do I need to explain it so you understand the risk management involved? If you're taking the bet that we're gonna go up, I told you, protect this trade. We're at the 50. We're at the first flexion. The first one right here. This is precision. And remember, I'm hand drawing this. This is free hand drawing. Free hand drawing. Okay? Here's your risk. Here's the reward. Past this, we don't know. We don't know. No one can say they do. So we have to go level by level, be happy with what we get. Now from here to, let's see, from 76.83. Oh, it's literally top to the bottom. Let's see. 76.75 to 75.80. This is all we could ask for. Right? Almost one full point. Again. I'm going to have to add this one because I prepared everyone for this. I prepared everyone for this. Now you just gotta let it play out, right? So if you're new and you're having a hard time or whatever it is, tell me now what I need to do to be better besides, I mean, this is perfection, right? You can't ask for anything more. And I told you, don't look at the path. Look at the price. Pay attention to the price. That's why when it was coming up to the first flexion, I told everyone, we're coming up to the first flexion point. And I let everyone know, here's the first flexion point. I don't know when this is going to happen. I just know what it needs to look like. Now we're going to see if we get underneath this purple, if we start the strong cycle. If we start the strong cycle, we'll be ready. Your trade's already protected. So now you're understanding the risk. This is all risk management, right? All of it. That's all we're doing is managing risk. We're going to win. One of them has to happen. I'm telling you. I told you. One of these things is going to happen. How you play it, that's on you. There's only so much I can do. But if you stick around, if you listen to what I'm saying, you'll see the same pattern over and over and over. Well, not the same pattern, but I'll identify the patterns for you and I'll make it simple. I'll make it simple. And if you're a little bit sketchy and you're shy, reach out to DC Wilson. DC Wilson, he's very good at understanding what I'm talking about, and he's a people person. I'm not so good at it. I still love you all, but I just, I don't know how to talk to people. And look, I'm not going to tell the entire world. Watch. Let me show everyone in the world. Watch. Where is it? Damn it. Where is it? I'll find it. Look, we'll see if the strong cycle starts under purple, which will confirm the first flexion. Let's see what this means. Here goes the purple. Here goes, maybe we're going to start the strong cycle. Maybe I'm ahead of it. Here goes the first flexion, confirmed. Under purple, maybe we're starting the strong cycle. This is why I'm the best, right? Because I literally told everyone in the world what was going to happen before it happened. I told everyone in the world, I told the Discord, sorry. I told the Discord members exactly what the indicator was going to do before. Now look, I got lucky on this purple. I just guessed, right? I didn't know that this purple was going to be like this. I took a little guess, but look at this target hit. Look at my flexion. Look at the, what do you call it? Target hit. Perfection. This is perfection. If you're not impressed by now, change the channel. Change the channel. This isn't for you. And when I'm telling you, there's nothing confusing or you don't need to think too hard. Do you know how arrows work? Do you know how an arrow works? As long as you can figure out how an arrow works, I think you'll be fine. If you don't know how arrows work, I'll do a workshop on it. And if you're still sitting at home trying to make it day trading and you think that you can just do it off of YouTube because you're getting lucky every now and again, maybe. But also, you're probably best off making fries. And I like light salt. Make the fries. If you don't understand what's happening and why you should join the Discord, if I haven't proven to you step by step, line by line, minute by minute, penny by penny, perfection by perfection, if I haven't demonstrated that to you, then something's wrong with you. It's not me. I can prove it. Right? Everything I said happened way before, way ahead of time. Now, if you're still sitting there confused, start flipping those fries. If you don't know if you should join the Discord or not, flip the fries. Light salt. Look at the perfection. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. Look at this, first of all. Look where the flexion is. Look at the end. God damn. You know what? Sometimes I get lucky. I will say that. I get lucky sometimes. This is a matter of time. How much time can you spend being uncomfortable? That's what the question is. That's what the question is. The strong and weak cycle, I'll tell you right now. Dub, this is for you. I'm going to tell you right now where to look for it. Look at lesson 7. It's in lesson 7. We had a good day, right? We had a very good day. Now look, this is not anything new. So don't think you missed an opportunity today or man, you should have took the thing or yada, yada, yada. Number one, it's good that you sat here and you gathered the data. Number two, it's good that you understood, you sat there and understood the risk. And I was able to explain everything very clear. Now we understand the risk, right? Now we understand when I'm typing in the Discord, what I mean. This is what I mean. When I'm saying protect or prepare, you're protecting if you bought the call on the break of, what is this? On the break of magenta here. You're protecting the calls. When we get to the first flexion point, now you need to protect it. If it goes up, great. If not, you at least got to collect something. And then we're going to be prepared on the other side. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you're preparing, if you weren't in the play, now you're preparing. You want to look for some rejection and some liftoff. Understanding the risk. I'm in a lick box. Am I okay with this? Am I okay with trading inside the lick box? Would I rather wait for a break and retest of the lick box? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. But what we can't say was that I wasn't absolutely perfect. We can't do that. Let's not lie to ourselves. And Dub, once you hear the explanation, the concept's going to be so simple. You're going to be like, oh God, this is too easy. This is why is this, why is this so simple? How can this be so simple? But the reason why I'm doing that is to show you that you don't need the indicators. I will tell you what the indicators are going to say before it happens. The indicators are worthless if we're waiting until it actually does happen. The play's already done. I'm trying to give you the optimal entry. The optimal entry. And I'm not saying we're going to win them all, but gosh darn it. I think we got a pretty good record here. I think we got a pretty good record, and it only gets easier as time goes on. It only gets easier as time goes on, meaning when we get more data. Right? When we get more data. This is absolute perfection. All right, look. I'm going to use this time, and I'm going to slide out of here. YouTube. It's been a pleasure. Let's go over some of the plays really quick. Early this morning, we identified this teal for our puts. Nice for teal. We identified the teal again for puts. Very nice. We understood that we could be coming up against some heavy liquidity here. Why? Because we have a trading plan that says we might be coming up against some heavy liquidity right here. Okay, we're going to look to see if this is a stop hunt or if they need to grab liquidity off the bottom of this purple or maybe liquidity off the bottom of Super Lick. We got to wait and see now, okay? We got to see, technically the strong cycle started. We got to let it play out. We don't know. Now we got to wait. We had another entry on the flexion point right here at the exact level, 76.83. We had an entry for a put here, and with the risk to reward from here to here. That's all we had. Past this, we don't know. We got to find out. If you took the trade at the flexion point, now you're protecting your trade. You can't lose from here. As long as you don't get greedy and let it go crazy against you because you think for some reason, I don't know what you think, but as long as you don't let it go against you, you're going to be fine. You're going to make money. And we're going to build that little bit, little bit until it turns into a sufficient amount. And then you're doing multiple contracts, you're going to realize, it's a very small portion, right? Right now, you may think one contract, all right, man, I'm putting it all on this one contract. But once you build that little account little by little, you're going to grow it to a sufficient size to where you can do multiple contracts and survive, right? And still have some dry powder. That's what we're trying to get to. It just takes time. So yeah, YouTube, that's been my time. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, go to lastbuytrading.com. However, I would wait until Sunday. Wait till Sunday. Or if you want to join now and go through all the lessons so you're prepared on Monday, that's fine too. If you want to get the full 5 days, wait till Sunday and then you can get some lessons in. I highly recommend you go through the lessons. They're going to help you out. You're going to know, there's not going to be anything groundbreaking, me explaining some brand new technique that no one knows. The reason I'm sufficient is because I just have experience. And when you get the experience, you're not going to need me anymore. And then I'm going to cry. But it'll be fine because I've done my job. So YouTube, it's been a pleasure. Have a good day. Goodbye.